You say here is protected by attorney-client privilege, but you have to be honest with me because I can't help you unless I know what I'm dealing with.
It's very possible that Connie shot out Anthony's tires, that she caused that accident and killed the little girl's family. Because if I'm right, then it was Connie that killed Star Manning's boyfriend and her little girl. I was too afraid to admit it, but I've known for weeks. It was Connie who caused that accident.
Who the hell is Connie?
Why are you so convinced?
I'm sorry. This is very hard for me to talk about.
What do you think you're doing? Okay, all right, take it easy. Take it easy.
Why do you think Connie was responsible?
Because the night of the crash, when Anthony's car forced Cole Thornhart's off the road, I had 2 blackouts, which gave Connie opportunity. She certainly had motive. And if what I am most afraid of is true, she has the means to do it.
You said you had 2 blackouts on the night of the incident.
Sonny had been shot, which was bad enough, and he was so intent on going after Anthony. I told him that I couldn't take the violence anymore, and I walked out on him. And I don't remember where I went or what I did until I found myself on the Elm Street pier in a bloody wedding dress.
A wedding dress?
The wedding dress and veil that I was shot in the day Sonny and I were supposed to be married.
You kept them?
I know it sounds morbid, but I kept it because it reminded me how close I came to almost dying. And for a while, it was incentive enough to stay away from Sonny, but now I realize that once I let myself get back with him, that's when Connie started to manifest.
All right, stay with me. We were talking about the night of the incident.
Dr. Keenan found me on the pier. He tried to help me, but I ran away. And the next thing I remember, I was in my office, and that gave Connie ample enough time to go after Anthony.
But why?
Because Connie wanted Sonny out of her life, and she knew that I would eventually forgive him. And she was right. The next day, I took Sonny back, and that's when we were in my office, where we made love.
But that night, what happened between the time you left the pier and you found yourself in your office?
Connie must have been trying to get rid of Sonny by framing him for Anthony's murder. Only Anthony didn't die, a young man, and his child did. And I keep saying Connie's responsible. But if this is the truth, then it was my hand that pulled the trigger. I am the murderer.
Todd told me about the comp.
All right, look, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You don't know for a fact that you're responsible for anything.
Even if it's the only explanation that makes sense.
If you weren't aware of what was going on, if you didn't remember committing the act, then it's all
They
speculation.
found a gun in my office, Alexis. Sonny swore that it wasn't his.
Do you know how you got the gun?
No, I don't know. I don't know what Connie does, how she does it. How did she get in bed with Johnny?
Well, that appears to be a straightforward attempt to drive Sonny away. To frame him for murder is a little extreme.
You've never met Connie, have you?
Is she capable of getting a black market gun?
When Dr. Keenan questioned her under hypnosis, she didn't give him a straight answer. When Jason asked me about the gun, I was so afraid of the possibility that the gun was mine that brought Connie out. I think she was doing damage control, getting anyone who asked off the subject of the gun.
It appears there's only one person who knows for certain if the gun was yours. And maybe we need to speak to her. Connie.
That was enough. God, thanks to Connie. Dr. Keenan's in the ICU. He won't be able to hypnotize me, and so Connie can manifest.
Kate, there are other psychiatrists. I'm sure that Dr. Snyder would be willing to work with you.
That might be a good idea, but I don't know if I can have Connie come back. It's terrifying.
You'd be under medical supervision. As soon as the session was over, Connie, and I don't know what the medical term would be, but she wouldn't be allowed to stay.
I'm afraid that she'll confirm what I suspect about the shooting of Anthony's tires, that the gun was mine. Don't you get it?
I understand that you can't determine a course of action, and I can't construct a defense until we know for certain.
No, if Connie did these things, then I should confess, right? So then I'll be locked up, and then Connie can't do any more harm to anyone.
I'm sure Kate said John.
May, listen to me. You are not going to make a confession to anyone about anything. You have the right to remain silent, and that's exactly what you're going to do.
We need to take Miss Howard to her cell.
Thank you. I've got an arraignment. I will be back tomorrow. I want your word that you are not going to say another word to another living soul.
Connie Falconeri